There we go. Can I come in?
Please.
Did they give you any documentation about all this?
They're going to. They're going to when they can.
Because and it doesn't sound like a kidnapping, Miguel, but I've
It's
got.
not, because they just told me what it is. They just told me that I was inappropriately touching my son right here when we were watching a movie, cuddling right here in front of the visitor. She was sitting right here. I'm here with my son, just cuddling with my son like this. And he was kind of squiggling and moving, and I kind of grabbed him by his leg and I pulled him up, because he was squiggling and moving. He's 4 years old.
Yeah.
He's my son. I hold him as my child, and I just grabbed him by the leg and I pulled him up like this,
Sure.
She said I was grabbing his privates.
So this happened right now today.
Just happened an hour ago.
What time was your visitation today?
9 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, I was just cuddling with my son. We were watching a movie. We were watching an animal show.
Gotcha. And like you said, you guys were laying here, right?
We were just laying and cuddling, watching the show right in front of her. I'm not going to do anything crazy right in front of her. That's ridiculous.
Gotcha. And the visitation supervisor was just sitting there at the counter?
No, right here. She was literally right next to us. I would never do anything like that in front of my son.
Okay.
And
you said, what was her name again?
Missy Kirkland.
Missy Kirkland.
61, I would be on an 88 at the station.
Okay, interesting. Interesting that she would say that that's inappropriate and not call 911.
Well, that's my question. Why didn't you call the police right away? She waited 30 minutes to do any kind of action. So she started doing weird things. After that, first of all, we watched the whole. Are you recording?
Absolutely.
I want this recorded. I want my demeanor recorded right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn on the light here. This is so wrong. We played all day. I want to tell you what we did all day.
Okay.
I bought my son this awesome little truck, and we started playing outside.
I saw the ramp, yeah.
I built several of them. I already cleaned them.
Yeah.
I built a whole bunch of ramps for my son, and we played all morning. He loves this thing. We're just having the greatest time. We come in here, we play hide and go seek. So I count to 50, up to 50, and I'm hiding in the room, and he hides, and I find him, and then we switch, and then he counts to 50, and I hide. We did that like 4 times. We're just playing. That's what we do. We played soccer outside. I don't even know why this is happening to me, but my baby's mother took my son away 3 years ago, and it's devastated me, and we've been in a custody battle this whole time. And she took my son away illegally and lied about me in court and said all these things about me, that I'm a danger to my son, that I'm hurting him, and that I'm teaching him sexual things. She said this on an affidavit, and the court took my son away. Last year, it's been an entire year without my son, and I've had to pay so much money to have a visitor watch me.
How long have these supervised visits started? Since when?
Last year,
About a year.
October 13th, it's been a whole year. And she's been violating the order ever since. Lying to the visitor, saying false allegations about me, just trying to get me in trouble, purposefully, trying to make me to be a bad person. So they're already watching me, thinking I'm some dangerous person that's going to hurt my son.
Okay.
So they're got extra eyes on me, just watching me. I'm just cuddling with my son. He's my son, you know. We go in the back room, and he does this thing where he likes to pretend like he's farting on me. So he's putting his butt on me and and then farting, and ha ha ha. It's funny. Okay. And he's kind of getting close to me, and I'm like, okay, enough. Get your butt out of my face. And she's watching that, and I'm seeing her thinking that's inappropriate. I'm like, it's a kid. He likes to make fart noises and laugh. I did the same thing with my brothers. We would pretend to fart on each other. We'd sit on each other and go like that.
Okay.
So he's doing that. To me, that's normal family, child, parent-child stuff that people do.
Okay.
But because I'm under this scrutiny of this investigation of sexual allegations on the table, apparently that makes me look like I'm a pedophile or something. I don't know, but my son's doing it to me. Okay, he's the one that's putting his head, like under my legs and under my butt. Like he's saying, "No, you fart on me, Daddy." I'm like, "No, get away. That's gross. Get away." So I'm pushing him away. Stop it. Yeah. So I kind of put him in a lock, like we're wrestling. That's what boys do, right? And I put him in the lock. Get away from me, boy. Back off. And I kind of push him on his bed in front of the visitor. She's watching the whole thing. So obviously I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
I'm like, back off, man. No, gross. Get away from me. Gross. And that was over. That was in the beginning of the visit. So she already saw that. So if that was inappropriate, why didn't she do something then? And then we go around and play hide and go seek. I cooked them breakfast. Took about 30 minutes to cook breakfast. We're playing around the house. We're just doing what we do. And then we go back outside. No. Then we come and sit here. I put the video right here. And we start watching an animal show. And I'm laying here and she's sitting right here. Right next to us. And I'm just right here. And again, he's, we're cuddling and we're just, here, I'm going to grab this teddy bear just to kind of show you.
No, I get here. Let me ask you something really simple, Miguel.
I have to show you this because
Sure.
I'm being accused of a sexual crime right now, and I want to report what happened and what you reported.
Okay, and understand that, Miguel, that right now, what's happened between their civil side, their family court's different than criminal court, right?
I understand.
I actually handle criminal court. I handle criminal offenses, right, in
I
traffic.
understand that.
Family
But they're
court.
about to file criminal charges.
Did they say that?
They called CPS. They're calling them right now.
Okay, and understand once
And
again.
I'm about to call them as soon as you're done here.
Right, and you should understand, Miguel, that the things that they deem inappropriate is at a different level and a different scale than what is legally inappropriate. Does that make sense? So I'm going to ask you very simple questions, Miguel, right? Did you touch your child in a sexual manner?
Hell no.
Right.
No.
You didn't grab his penis?
Hell no.
You didn't grab his anus?
No.
You didn't touch your penis?
Well, I want to show you what I did do.
Go ahead.
So I'm cuddling my son, and we're just like this cuddling right in front of her. So
With clothes on, fully
why
dressed.
would I do anything? And we're just cuddling, and he's being squirmy, and he's moving around, and he goes, I want to fast forward it. The video was right here. I want to fast forward. Okay, son, fast forward. Okay, cool. I'm enjoying my last 30 minutes with my son, so I just want to be with my son.
Sure.
So I'm holding his body. I'm holding him. He's my son. And I'm just holding him, and he's being squirmy, and he's moving around, and we're tickling, and I'm tickling him, and tickling his feet, and he's laughing. He's woo-hoo, laughing. And I think there was one time where I grabbed his inner thigh like this, and I pulled him up. Here you go, buddy. And I adjusted him, and I pulled him by the inner thigh. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably what she said was his genital, or his. She didn't say genitals. She didn't say groin. She said privates. She said I touched his privates.
Okay.
So when I pulled him up, and I was like this, and I'm basically just kind of holding him like this. Mm-hmm. That's my son. I'm holding him in an endearing way. That's my son. So I don't know if that's considered privates. I'm just holding him. It's not sexual.
Like I said, my under criminal law, right? Thighs don't count as sexual, right? It's penis, anus, breast, stuff like that. So that's where we're at. Did you touch his penis?
Nope.
Did you touch his anus?
Nope.
Easy enough. Did you touch your own penis?
No.
Did you touch your own anus?
No.
Then it's
I'm
clear
holding
cut.
my son
Yeah.
literally like this, and I adjusted him with his inner thigh, and then I'd probably put my hand on the back right here, but I'm caressing his, because he's little. I'm holding him in a ball.
He's 4 years old. Yes.
He's my 4-year-old son.
Right.
I can hold my 4-year-old son, and he can be safe in my arms like this. And all of a sudden, she starts acting weird. So then we watch the whole show. She's getting on her phone because she's, I guess, texting the supervisor, the head guy. So she's the employee of the head guy. Mm-hmm. So she starts getting on her phone, and she's grabbing my son. Hey, son, Maya, come over here. She told me, can you please step outside? I'm like, okay. So I walked outside. I'm like, that's weird. Okay, and I didn't even ask her why, I was just complying. I walked outside, and she was on the phone talking about something, but now I'm realizing she was talking to the supervisor, saying, hey, he grabbed his privates or whatever. Whatever they said, I don't even know what she's deeming as privates. I don't know if it's anus, genitals, or whatever she's saying. Whatever I touched, it was inadvertently, and it wasn't sexual. Inadvertently could be just, I'm just adjusting my son and pulling him up into me because I'm holding my son. I don't get any access to him. This is the only time I see my son.
Right.
I don't get to see my son.
So Miguel, what happened after the phone call, after you were outside?
We went outside to play because the truck was charging the battery, so he wanted to play more truck. And we went outside to play with my truck.
Okay.
We just played more, and she was still just sitting there. No action was taken. So I didn't think anything was wrong with her phone call that she was, I thought it was weird.
So you went out, she's on the phone, you came back in.
Yeah, and we're outside playing with the remote control. We had some neighbors walk by, we're watching them, and she's sitting here the whole time, right here, and I'm running around my son. We're just running around. We watched the whole show, which was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
She didn't say a word to me, but she did say that, can you step outside for a minute?
Okay, and then
So
what
I
happened
did.
after that?
I stepped outside, and then she came back out with him. And I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought it was weird.
And how much time do you think was left in your visit at that point when she walked out with your kid?
30 minutes.
So about 12:30?
12:30, we're playing out here with the remote control. Yeah, having a good time, and then the battery died. So I'm like, hey son, the battery's died. Let's go charge it. Okay, let's come back inside. He comes back inside and he charges the battery. So it had already been 40 minutes that I had already held him.
Yeah.
40 minutes had gone by because it was a 30-minute show, and I'll show you the show. I want to show you what it was.
That's not necessary.
Well, because for video purpose for court, I'm going to show you exactly what we were watching, this tiger show. We're right here. We're 15 minutes into this show, but before this show, we were watching this show right here. Let me show it to you real quick.
How's that going?
Because this tells how long the show was that we were watching.
Okay.
Well, where did it go? Here it is. Absurd Planet. We watched this show. This one is a 20-minute episode. We watched the whole episode.
Have you been in touch with stuff?
Sorry, I'm trying to get the episode. Right here. 12
These
episodes.
are honeybees. You've seen them many times.
19 minutes.
So you watched that one, and we're 15 minutes into the next one. Okay, so once again, you're outside.
So we
battery
watched the
dies.
whole thing after, and I did that in the beginning, holding him, or right in the middle of the show, whatever. Played outside for another 20 minutes. So it must have been 30 to 40 minutes had gone by, and then we went outside. I was like, hey buddy, we got 10 minutes left in our visit. I looked at the clock, we got 10 minutes left, and he put the charger, the battery in the charger. I said, hey, help me with the leaf blower outside. And I grabbed the leaf blower, and I'm like blowing leaves. Hey buddy, you want to try? And he's blowing leaves, and we're laughing, ha ha ha. And I said, hey, check this out. And I blowed him with the leaf blower. And he was blowing his hair, and he was like, woo! He was laughing, blowing him. I was blowing him with air. And all of a sudden, Mrs. grabs his hand. Sweetheart, come with me, come with me. She grabs him and runs out. And I'm like, blowing the leaves. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I finished blowing the leaves, okay. And I finished that, and I came back inside. I put this on the charger. I said, Mayu. And I looked out, and her car is gone. She jetted, put my son in her car, which I don't think has a car seat, and just took off.
How did she get here today?
She drove here.
How did your son get here today?
His mother dropped him off here.
Okay, 9 in the morning? 9?
Huh? 9 in the morning. Yeah, that's what happens, 9 to 1. So my visit was cut off 10 minutes early in a dramatic fashion.
Okay, and then you said you got a phone call from who?
From Rick Willie, the supervised visitor, the head of the thing, saying, because she reported that she was sitting right there, that I'm touching my son's privates right in front of her. I mean, come on. I'm on the court supervision. I'm in big trouble right now, and I'm gonna do that in front of her. I mean, come on, that is the stupidest thing ever. And then I'm like, where did he go? So I came out here, and they're gone. And I don't think she has a car seat in her car because she doesn't drop my son off. His mother does.
Okay.
So she took my son in a car.
So you're not sure even what direction they went.
Well, she was facing this way, so she must have just took off.
Right, but like you said you were in the back with the leaf blower, and she grabs your kid and just walks out.
She ran. I mean, that was fast because I immediately put the leaf blower down when I felt something was wrong.
Okay.
I felt something didn't feel right. My heart, one of those things like you feel like you're being watched or followed by somebody in a dark alley. Mm-hmm. I had that feeling like something's not right.
Gotcha.
So I came out here and I said, oh my God, she just freaking took my son. I didn't get to say bye to my son. So I don't even know if I'm going to get to see him again.
Okay. So, Miguel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to document what you told me. Do you have your ID with you?
Yeah.
Let me close the store for you.
My son. I miss my son, God. I miss my son. I want my son back. You just took my son away from me. I didn't do anything wrong. Oh my God, what is this happening to me? I didn't do anything.
Okay. There you go, Miguel. And I've got your phone number, right? That's the best phone number for you, where I've been calling you? Okay. I see you have a Carrollton address on there. Do you live here now?
I just moved here
When did you move here?
this month.
Okay, this month. Make
Or
sure
last month. I moved here last August.
in August. Okay. Do you know around what date?
On the first, I think.
August 1st. Okay. Hey, Miguel, do me a favor with your Texas driver's license. We give you 30 days to update your address on your license. You can do that online, okay? Do that for me as soon as you can. I think it costs $11 or $12 online. They mail you a new one.
Okay.
So, okay. So let me get you a report number for this, okay? Like I said, I'm going to document this, and I think that's just a little bit for everybody.
Why is this happening to me? I didn't do anything. They're lying about me. They didn't do anything to my son. I didn't do anything to my baby. That's my baby.
Can I get my service number on my 25?
That's my baby. God damn it.
67153.
That's my baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. God damn it. It's my baby.
Okay. So Miguel, I'm going to give you this. All right. This is going to be my report number for this. Miguel, I know it's really devastating right now. But if you need something, give us a call, okay? Do you have somebody that can come hang out with you for a little bit? Because I know you're really upset.
I don't have anybody. I have my son only.
Okay.
I don't have any family here. She took everything from me.
Okay.
I'm all alone. I don't have my family. I have my son only. And I can't even cuddle with my son. That's so wrong.
Okay.
I'm so upset by this. It's crazy what she's done to me.
Right. And like I said, Miguel, understand that their standard of what can be inappropriate is different than the criminal standard, okay?
I have to call CPS now.
Absolutely. You should do that. You can give them my report number as a reference. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Miguel. I'm sorry this happened to you.
Hey, thank you for coming, officer.
You're welcome. Okay.